Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So the purpose of this reading is to figure out what secrets are out there that you should know. So what's a secret for you from the universe, or your spirit guides, angels, fairies, whatever you believe in may be out there that's watching out for you. So what secrets do they want you to know? So we have 3 piles here, 1, 2, 3, and each one has a necklace in front of it. So I want you to choose between the 3 piles, and I'm going to count down from 10. Just go with the first necklace that resonated with you from the get-go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've made your decision, I'm going to start with the first pile here, group 1. So let's see what secrets we have from the universe for you for the first group, for this necklace. So I'm going to flip over all the cards at once and then try to see what it all means. So I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to try to piece all the information together to see what the big picture is. So let's see what we have for you guys. What secrets does the universe want you to know? Okay, so it seems like you have an opportunity right now that has been given to you or is coming to you, involving either your work or your creativity or something along those lines. And I'm kind of seeing this flow here where it starts out as just like an opportunity of some kind, where it's not really like, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a way to sort of grow your professional or your creative that department in your life. But I'm seeing this flow where you're going to eventually want to sort of move that into a more serious situation with stronger foundations, stronger roots, and more depth overall. So that may be something to keep in mind. I'm also seeing here, so I create harmony. So I'm seeing here that you may want to sort of play ambassador in that situation, and I think maybe that may be the way to sort of grow that situation, that opportunity that comes your way into something with a stronger foundation and stronger roots, like really grow, put those roots down when it comes to that situation. I'm seeing that you're gonna have to take on sort of an ambassador role, where you want to make sure everyone gets along, everything flows smoothly between people, between entities, and that's how you're going to make that situation happen, that opportunity grow into something more permanent, with stronger foundations, with more of a with deeper roots. Is, yes, playing that role where I'm getting some Libra energy from you. So maybe you could be a Libra in your moon or sun sign, or it could be dotted in your natal chart, or you may just have some Libra energy here, where, yeah, I think maybe you're used to kind of bridging the gap between certain people. Like if you have a group of friends, maybe you're the person who always sort of organizes things or kind of keeps in touch with everyone and makes sure that everyone gets along, everyone's connected. And I'm seeing here that that's going to really come in handy if you use those skills as your strong suit in this situation, and that's going to help you in that situation. I'm seeing here that this opportunity is a really good one. It may not appear that way outright at first, but Ace of Cups, it's going to be really big. So I recommend that you not squander it, because it may seem like not a big deal, but it's going to be something that's really going to add value to your life, especially when it comes to creative pursuits, something like that. It's a really great opportunity here. I'm also seeing here the snake, the tomb, and the key. So somewhere in the midst of all this, I'm seeing that you may have to let go of someone. Like there's going to be, so I'm seeing here that the message here is that there's someone who's going to enter your life or sort of warm up to you or become closer to you. They're going to approach you in some way. However, be careful, because I'm seeing here that their intentions may be a bit toxic here, as represented by the snake. You may feel the need to put an end to that situation. For some reason, I'm getting this vibe of it could be like a toxic situation where you both feed each other's sort of destructive tendencies or something. Like it's not a healthy dynamic here, and you're going to want to put an end to that, lay it to rest. It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be problematic. It can just be as easy as just sort of distancing yourself a little bit, or just being a little bit quieter when it comes to interacting with this person. And that's also going to be the key to, I think, creating that harmony. Once again, that's going to be really vital in turning this opportunity into something more permanent with a stronger foundation, stronger roots, really growing this opportunity into just some little thing to something really big and long lasting that can really add some really great value to your life, especially when it comes to creative pursuits, matters of the heart, things that are really important to you, like on a soul level. And here we have the Brandenburg Amethyst. So this is actually a really great sign. So this crystal actually represents someone who is really in their element when it comes to being spiritually aligned on a soul level. So I'm getting some energy here that you're very in touch with your inner needs. You don't really repress yourself. You're very in touch with your true desires. And that's actually one step further than most people. So that's great. I think the only advice here is really to just, create harmony, even if you have to distance yourself from people whose intentions may start out good, but they could turn sort of the opposite of harmony. Like it could turn tumultuous. It could sort of throw a wrench into this whole flow here that you're trying to accomplish through this creating of harmony. And I think you have this gift. You're very spiritually aligned with yourself. Once again, this stone crystal represents the activation. So your soul energy, your spiritual alignment, you're very in tune with your inner sort of subconscious, and you're activated right now. So this is the perfect time as you're spiritually activated to really grow that creative opportunity when it comes to this passionate sort of something that you really hold dear in your heart, to something like just a small opportunity to really growing it with really strong roots and really long lasting permanent sort of a situation here. It's going to be a great opportunity. And I am getting some strong Libra energy from you. If not Libra, you could have Aquarius or Gemini in your moon, sun, or dotted in your natal chart once again. But you're activated right now, so I would totally really try to grow this. I mean, opportunities don't come every day, so just keep that in mind. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, Group 1, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to move on to the second group of the second necklace. Okay, let's move on to group 2, the second necklace. So what secrets do we have for group 2? What secrets does the universe have for group 2? And I'm just going to flip over the cards and then sort of put all the puzzle pieces together and try to sort of see the big picture here, like the big picture scenario. So what secrets does the universe want group 2 the second necklace group to know. What secrets does the universe want you to know? Wow, okay, we have a very multifaceted spread. So, So I'm seeing here that karma is somehow in the works right now. Like your karma or your spiritual alignment is sort of in process at the moment. Like you're learning things right now. Like I'm really getting the strong sense that you're learning how to take charge of your life, balance your life in a way that you've not quite done before. It's a different sort of experience, a different sort of spiritual sort of experience, almost like a transformation, metamorphosis of some kind, from a place where you didn't quite feel like you belonged. It was almost like the previous sort of state that you were in, you felt like you were sort of misaligned from your purpose, like some kind of bigger or spiritual or soul purpose. But I'm seeing here that, Archangel Gabriel, so this is what this card stands for. It's really just like karma now sort of working itself out, your soul karma, for you to be able to sort of get more aligned with your soul purpose. And once again, this new experience where you're learning to sort of balance out your something. Like I think I'm really getting the sense that there are two sort of important factors in your life, or two sort of departments in your life, whether that be you're trying to balance love with work, or work with, if you have children, like work with your babies, or like work with your personal life or something. Like you're trying to balance two elements of your life together here, and that's karma at work. That's karma working itself out so that you could transform, sort of metamorphosize into this state where you're way more aligned with your soul's purpose. And once again, this is coming from a place where you felt very out of touch with your subconscious and your purpose, your deeper purpose. So let's move on to this next phase of cards. So I'm seeing that there's a situation here where someone's going to enter your life, and they're not necessarily a bad person, but I'm seeing here that this may even be a romantic situation, or just someone that, it's not necessarily a new person. It could be someone who's already been in your life. It could also be a new person who's going to sort of approach you. They have a Taurus sort of energy, or earth energy, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here in their sun, moon, or natal chart. However, I'm seeing here that don't be afraid to tell them, like, I think we're better off as friends. If at any point you feel as if this isn't really aligned, once again, with my soul purpose, because I'm seeing that maybe in the past, you felt a bit like misaligned with your soul purpose, and that kind of includes maybe like choosing the wrong people, that maybe you're just not quite aligned in that way. And I think that also kind of like fed into this situation where you would become further and further and further away from your soul's purpose, due to the fact that you were sort of around that energy, around people who are misaligned with their own soul's purpose, will kind of pull you into that state even further of being more and more out of touch with your own soul purpose. So I'm seeing here that if that happens again, where somebody approaches you and you just feel like this person's really not quite aligned with their soul purpose, like they're kind of like, their intentions may be good, but it just seems like they're sort of out of touch with themselves in some way. Like they're not in touch with their subconscious, or in touch with their own soul purpose, or aligned with their own soul purpose. I'm seeing that don't be afraid to not necessarily run from them or cut things off necessarily or burn a bridge, but more like turn that into a friendship, you know, like a platonic friendship where you're just friends, you could talk, but really maintain those boundaries whenever you feel like you should. Or, you know, if not that, if you feel like you want to take things slow, because once again, we're getting some energy like taking things a bit slow, really setting up your own sort of boundaries, really putting your needs first, prioritizing your own soul purpose, because once again, remember, your karma is working itself out right now, in order for you to get more aligned with your soul purpose, in which you were previously misaligned from. But I'm getting here that if you want to take things slow, if you want to start out as friends with this person or start out from a distance, start out more like friendship, and then maybe, you know, take it from there, take things a bit slow. Don't be afraid to, at any point in time, communicate this to them. And also, don't be afraid to put your priorities and needs first, because I see here that there's a really strong need for you to get more in touch and more aligned with your soul purpose. This is a big deal. And once again, it really involves sort of balancing two areas of your life, whether that be with, you know, like work with family, work with your love life, or your love life with your health, or your work with health, or I don't know, something like two areas of your life you're trying to balance. And there's a really strong need here to do that, because right now you really are in sort of like transformation mode here, like some kind of big transformation, and you don't want anything to get in the way of that. Remember, you could even, you know, put this sort of person, entity, or whatever it is on the back burner, and just, you know, communicate that to them. Like, I'm really, you know, if you need to, like, I'm sorry, but I'm really working on myself right now. I really just need some time. Or like, can we, you know, start out slow as friends, or, you know, whatever it is. It may not even be romantic. It could be anything, any situation where you need to really prioritize this transformation, getting in touch with your own soul purpose at the moment. Because I'm seeing, once again, karma is sort of calling out, and it's also radiating towards you to do this. So here we have, I am accepting. So I'm seeing, yes, once again, I think this is really, I'm getting this sort of vibe that you need to accept yourself and your own needs. I mean, usually this card can pertain to accepting other people, but in this case, when I look at this card, I think of accepting not only the universe as the way it is, the world as the way it is, the natural order of things, but I'm also seeing to accept, I'm not saying to accept the chaos around you, but to accept sort of the natural order of things. And part of the natural order of things here in your life is, once again, this transformation that's sort of going along with the flow in the world, and your way of sort of going along with that flow, I think, is really, once again, aligning with your soul's purpose, going through that transformation while you balance out those two areas of your life. That's going to be really vital here. And I'm seeing the Magician. So you are extremely competent. I think that maybe in the past, once again, you've had trouble. You felt out of touch with where, like, do I really belong in this situation? Whatever this situation was in the past, you really felt out of touch. But I'm seeing here, the closer you get to this transformation, the closer you get to your soul's purpose, alignment with your own spirituality, your own subconscious, your own spiritual truth, I'm seeing here that you're going to get closer to this Magician energy where you can manifest pretty much anything that you want. That's what I'm really getting here. And here we have carnelian, the carnelian stone or crystal. So this crystal actually represents some, like, a need to protect yourself from some evil eye energy. So you may even want to maybe get some carnelian. I mean, it's pretty widely available, or sort of surround yourself with red, like, or like this sort of like amber color, like wear amber, like orange, you know, like eat citrus, like citrus candles, like fruits and vegetables and stuff that are like orange, like that color, like the, sort of that fiery color. You may want to eat that. Just really getting in touch with sort of that energy. Also, you may want to get some evil eye jewelry or put some like evil eye, or you could even, you know what, you could even draw an evil eye and then sort of post it up on your wall, you know, just draw it, like get some markers, draw an evil eye. Everybody knows how to draw an eye. Just put it in, you know, a place that makes you feel safe. This could all be placebo effect, but if this makes you feel good, if you feel like it's going to work for you, if you believe that it's going to work for you, then oftentimes it does. But here we have carnelian. So, yeah, this is a warning against, once again, people who may start out with good intentions, who come towards you, but ultimately, I think that they're not quite aligned with their soul purpose. Like they, or even some people around you may see you transforming, getting more in touch with your soul purpose from that state of being really out of touch with yourself. They may either become threatened, because most people, once again, they don't like major change, remember? So they may become threatened, they may doubt you, they may tell you things that could be a little bit discouraging, not because they have bad intentions, but because people, as human beings, naturally, a lot of us, we, as humans, we resist change. So they may actually sort of resist the change within you, this transformation that I mentioned earlier. So, yeah, so a little bit of evil eye energy, but also just, you know, human nature, resistance to change here. So yeah, I hope this was helpful and insightful. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to move straight into the third group. So the third necklace group here. So let's see what secrets we have for you from the universe. What secrets does the universe want you to know? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay out all the cards, and then I'm going to piece them together like a puzzle, and then I'm going to tell you what I see, like a big picture wise, like what are these secrets that the universe is trying to send your way that may spark some insight. What are some secrets here? What secrets does the universe want group 3 to know? Okay, so wow, this is a really full spread, full of information. So I'm seeing here that you're going to have an opportunity, or you may even be in a state where you are in the process of sort of taking advantage of this opportunity right now. Some kind of opportunity or some kind of something is going to come to you where you have a chance to work with somebody when it comes to business, commerce, creative passions, something to do with money matters, like something that's going to help you. It may not even be like immediate money coming in, but something that's going to help you, like, you know, whether it be like, you know, getting a license for something, like going back to school, learning a new skill, getting a certification, something like that that's going to lead to future commerce, business, some kind of cash flow here. But it's going to be like a group effort. It's not going to be an individual effort. So you may have an opportunity where you're going to be surrounded with other people. This could even be online. Other people. This is going to be a group effort that involves future cash flow. I'm seeing that, however, you're not quite able to see this opportunity. It seems small and insignificant when it first comes to you, I think, when it's in your midst. But I'm seeing here that you're not able to see the big picture necessarily. So this is saying to really see the big picture when it comes to this opportunity. This opportunity is really going to pay off. This isn't like when it first comes along or when you first entertain the idea of this opportunity, I think you're going to be a bit doubtful. Like, is this really worth it? Like, there's all these people involved. Like, is this really going to pay off? But I'm seeing here that it's really going to pay off and then some. So whether this leads to something better or this leads to you meeting people that will lead you to something better, that will really become a payoff, an investment, or some kind of a future like windfall of money here. I'm seeing that really pay attention, really use the situation to your advantage, get to know people, talk to people, learn things, and ultimately basically grab the bull by the horns and really, get what you can out of this, because it really is going to pay off here. So, wow, that's really exciting for you guys. Let's look at the next sort of phase of cards here. So I'm seeing a letter, clouds, and then some sort of masculine figure here in a suit, business casual. So I'm seeing here that yes, this opportunity will probably come in the form of an email, something, it could even be online. This is obviously in this modern day and age not going to be a written letter. It could be though, but I really more so see it being like an email or some kind of, on the internet or maybe even social media. Once again, you're not able to see, like this goes so well with this actually. So you're not able to see Two of Swords or the clouds. You're not quite able to see what this means. At first, you're going to just think, oh, this is nothing. Like, is this really going to help me? Should I even give this a chance, basically? You're not going to be able to see how much value it can really lead to, if not directly. Once again, through this opportunity, you can meet people who can lead you to a new opportunity, or this can lead to another opportunity that will really, really pay off for you. So don't think about it like small picture, think big picture. But you're not really quite able to see that at first. And I'm also seeing here some masculine figure here. So this is a bit gendered. Clearly it's a man in business casual. So I'm seeing here this could even be, if you're female, this could be like a romantic person or somebody, maybe not even that. It could be someone who's a masculine entity, sort of a business type person, a little type A maybe, sort of professional sort of vibe about them. They may help you. I think that they're ultimately going to be sort of the catalyst to really help you sort of get as much as you can out of this opportunity here that's really going to pay off. And once again, think big picture. And if you're a man, or if you're a masculine entity yourself, maybe this could be a friend or an acquaintance or some kind of business colleague, professional colleague, or someone that you meet when it comes to something involving that situation, that sort of business activity, or like, that situation involving future cash flow, or whatever that is, that project, that group effort. You're going to meet somebody who has this energy, like who's professional, who's, pretty well dressed, who carries themselves in a professional way. Maybe they know a lot of people, someone who is sort of a shaker and mover type of person. That's the vibe I'm really getting from this card. They're going to come in, really sort of help you, or maybe give you some tips, or maybe introduce you to people or situations where you're really able to get a lot out of this. Once again, the payoff and investment here. And once again, think big picture. This isn't going to happen overnight or next week, but think of it as sort of an investment. Once again, be wise about it. Don't necessarily just jump into anything. Obviously, be wise about it. Do your research, because that's common sense. But yeah, this is ultimately what I'm seeing here. So take advantage, grab the bull by the horns, because ultimately, I think this is about making the right choices, paying attention to the right things, and also putting yourself in the right place at the right time when it comes to really taking advantage of this situation and opportunity. Because once again, opportunities don't come every day. Just a reminder. So I'm seeing here, I hold purity in high esteem. So whatever the situation is here, I'm seeing that you should approach this with a pure heart. Once again, think big picture. Think about the fact this project, whatever it is, it's not just about money. It could be even growing your passion, becoming more aligned with your soul purpose, maybe even sort of tuning your soul's purpose with some kind of cause in the world. Like, think really big is what I'm saying. And also this card could also mean really taking care of yourself, really once again aligning your chakras. If you look at this card, you can clearly see the chakras here. You may even want to Google that out, like how to align my chakras more. That I'm seeing here, really taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. So, maybe eating clean, purity, like thinking positive thoughts, thinking big picture, like how can I align my soul purpose with, the world, like what the world needs ultimately. And also just becoming more spiritually in tune with you. Maybe even explore nature. Once again, eating clean, like things that come from nature, really becoming aligned with also the natural beauty in nature, in the world, and think really big picture. It's not just about, just remember, it's not just about you, it's not just about making money. This is bigger than that. And I think this message here is that's really going to pay off, help you out in getting that payoff and investment here. Really, really just utilizing this energy here. And I'm also getting here the star. So yeah, I'm getting some Aquarian energy from you. So you could have Aquarius possibly in your moon, sun, rising, or dotted in your natal chart. If not Aquarius, you could be another air sign like Gemini or Libra. But this card nevertheless means really getting in tune with your soul purpose, but oftentimes it has a lot to do, Aquarian energy has a lot to do with philanthropy. So this could mean really getting in touch with your soul purpose to maybe contribute to a bigger cause in the world. But somehow it's like karma is smiling on you when you get more in touch with sort of that state of being, that mindset. And that's another way that you're going to really get some payoff here, is by once again aligning yourself with that philanthropic mindset of tuning your soul purpose with the world, like what it needs ultimately, what the world, like what direction the world needs to move in when it comes to creating harmony, and also just helping, I think, the universe at large sort of move along in a more progressive way, in a more harmonious way, like creating order out of chaos, but in a natural way. And once again, I just want to remind you, aligning your soul's purpose with sort of the natural order of the world, or a cause that a world desperately needs help in. So that's a really strong indicator, this star card, that this is really going to help you out in achieving not just your ambitions, but your dreams, and that heavy payoff once again. And then here we have lapis lazuli. So this crystal actually indicates sort of a caution against being spiritually sort of held back in some way. This stone represents a need to kind of it's difficult to explain, but basically it really represents a need to sort of be wary of spiritual blockage here. Just there's that opportunity where it's difficult, once again, for you to see. This crystal, I feel like, really goes well with this card. Like, this difficulty in you seeing your soul's purpose. I'm seeing here that this lapis lazuli energy is really going to help you sort of open your third eye here. Once again, when you align your chakras, eat clean, like spiritually align yourself with your subconscious truth, and really just sort of cleanse your aura here, you are going to more efficiently open your third eye chakra, and really be able to see, like go from a state of not being able to see here. So Two of Swords and the clouds really represents an inability to see that spiritual truth that you're meant to pursue. And I really do think that that spiritual truth could come in the form of, or could be led in the form of, once again, like these kind of small opportunities where you have sort of these small opportunities that don't seem like a big deal, where you have a chance to interact with people when it comes to some kind of creative project, group sort of project where you're progressing something in your life. And once again, you're not able to see quite what it's going to turn into, the big payoff at the end, which is tied into this sort of philanthropy, this sort of natural flow of the world, you know, getting yourself almost attuned to this natural flow in the world. And it's like this project is somehow, not sure quite how, but somehow going to align you with almost serving the world in a way. Like I said, philanthropy, creating harmony in the world, almost like I'm getting like peace. Yeah, I'm getting like a very noble sort of direction that you're going to end up sort of feeling drawn to. Once again, the star card here. And then lapis lazuli. You may want to get some lapis lazuli. It's pretty widely available. Maybe just put it in your pocket, keep it around. And it could all be placebo effect, but if you feel like it's going to work for you, and if you put intention into something, it really does matter. And oftentimes, if you believe that it's going to work for you, help you get more in tune with your spiritual purpose, more aligned with the world, more aligned with that big picture, once again, in order to achieve your dreams and get to that major payoff and investment as well, and also achieve this cause, this sort of philanthropic vision that may be sort of sitting in the back of your mind that you're not quite able to see yet, like the big picture yet. Yes, if you believe that lapis, like keeping lapis lazuli in your pocket, in your purse, in your backpack, and somewhere in your home where it just feels like it belongs, if you believe that it's going to work, it often does work. So I hope this was insightful and helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. Okay, I hope this was helpful and insightful and at least entertaining. See you later. Bye.